Our first Pinot Gris of the year. This is a filtration of juice here.
This is from last Thursday?
Yeah, look at this.
That's nice.
Taste this.
So, I think it's awesome.
The tomato business that my husband was farming in went horribly bad. We didn't sell our family farm and move away from all of our family because we thought, oh great, we're going to go on this great adventure. We had to sell everything that we own, pack up our family, and move to Oregon to do this. It was hard. And in the last 25 years, it has completely changed. I could have never in my wildest dreams imagined that we would be having one of the largest wineries in Southern Oregon, if not the state.
When I think about the Rogue Valley, you couldn't have done what I did anywhere else. You know, we've got Crater Lake at one end, we've got the coast on the other side, we've got the Rogue River running right through it. And we've got fantastic soils, fantastic water, the climate is impeccable. What's cool about the Rogue Valley is that it's warm enough to produce a multitude of varietals, right? We can grow Cabernet, you know, just like they do in Napa. You know, if we manage the canopy right, we can grow Pinot Noir the same way that they do in the Willamette. It might just be a little bit riper and have a little bit different flavor profile. And so our scores are great. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. Even watching the whole state, you know, so you have several different regions in Oregon between the Willamette and the Umpqua and the Rogue Valley and then over in the Columbia Basin. And each of those regions has something different to offer, right? But all of it is Oregon. And in the wine business, Oregon means something. It's a very small percent of the wine industry, you know, across the country. But it's special because of it, because it's small and because it's just Oregon. It's cool to be part of that and to have watched it develop over the last 25 years.
This is a 2017 Pinot Gris. Just to show
17? Wow.
Yeah, just to show you that our Pinot Gris aged super good, super well. Yeah.
Here, grab a chair, Johnny.
Wow, that's interesting. Why were you tasting this today?
No, we tasted like a few days ago. We wanted to see ahead of the new vintage. We wanted to see the old one.
Jean-Michel, he is the face behind Del Rio wine.
One of the best winemakers I think I've ever met.
My name is Jean-Michel Jussiaume, and I am the winemaker at Del Rio since 17 years now.
I was looking for somebody to manage my winery and take care of all the winemaking. A friend of mine up in the Willamette Valley that we were working with said, hey, I just interviewed a guy from Dr. Frank's winery at the Finger Lakes. He says, I think you guys would get along good. His family has a vineyard and a winery in the Loire Valley in France. And so Jean-Michel grew up in a cellar.
Started to taste American wines, and my favorites were the one from Oregon. I thought that it was a place that I needed to be, and that's how I started to look to move in the West Coast. Yeah.
His wines every single year have just gotten better and better and better.
He's a bit hard to understand sometimes, but we get along pretty well. There isn't anything I can't throw at him that he can't fix it.
When I arrived in the United States, I wanted to create my own success, my own journey. Luckily, it leads me to Del Rio, and to Southern Oregon, and to Del Rio Vineyards. Wine growing has a certain romance attached to it. To get to this point, there is all the work, not the sacrifice, but the dedication. It sounds like a sacrifice for some, but not for me. It's a pleasure, I feel at home. On the hills, the top of the vineyard was the block 14.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone wanted the Pinot Noir over there, you know? And I was like, this is not our best block.
It's not.
But why? But why do you think?
I don't know, it's the exposition.
It's optics, right? The same as when they go to the store and look at labels, right? They don't know what it tastes like, they know what the label looks like. And when you come to a vineyard, you want the sexy hill, the sexy grapes up on the side of the hillside.
Now no one pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty of the wine can only be there if it's shared, share with someone. So if you can create this wine that intrigue someone and is like who wants to buy it and pass on, you know, what he discovered. That's the best wine you could have made, yeah.
I think to put your phones down, go to dinner and have a glass of wine and be with friends and family, I think that's important. And I think we're missing out on that nowadays. Wine is a luxury product, right? And part of selling the wine is selling the story. There's a story that goes along with the specific vineyard and with the winery and with the people, or with the region. And the Rogue Valley is no different, right? We have our own stories and our own group of people. There's actually a lot of history on this particular ranch itself. So the building we're sitting in actually is a stagecoach stop that was built in 1863 by J.B. White. And it's been our tasting room now for 25 years.
I mean, you have every kind of winery in Southern Oregon that you can dream of, from a mom and pop up to, you know, big businesses like ours. And I think that when people come and visit those places, they feel like they know the whole story of that winery, and that's what they really, really like.
And that's what makes part of the drinking wine enjoyable, right? Is that you've been there, you met the people, and you have a story to tell about your trip, right? The wine from Del Rio or wherever it came from is part of that story.
When people think about Southern Oregon wine, I want them to think of families, right? It's the families that are here that make Southern Oregon wine. And hopefully when they get a bottle off the shelf or in a restaurant or at their tasting room, they realize that it took a lot of people to make that bottle of wine.
You know, what are my hopes for Del Rio specifically? I mean, I hope it can go on and be successful forever and ever, right? My name is Rob.
My name is Jolee. We are Rogue Valley.